Astana's real estate investors are not happy with the recent amendments to the bill on the mortgage lending. According to them, the amendments, which were to improve their lives, only aggravate the situation.
Around 200 real estate investors gathered to express their dissatisfaction to the MPs over the recently adopted bill on the mortgage lending. In particular, the amendments state that the rate of refinancing of mortgage loans must be no less than 7%, and all credits should be issued with a reference to the national currency. Activists say the amendments that were supposed to make their lives easier are in fact aggravating the situation. The mortgage holders now demand to abolish the innovations, extend payment terms and lower the refinancing rate to 4%. Our requests were not taken into consideration, as we were not even allowed to join the working group on the examination of this bill. This is why we have gathered to express our disagreement over the issue. We want the changes to be revised with the involvement of public organizations and mortgage holders. During the approval of the amendments, some MPs have already expressed their doubts about the need of the amendments to the Financial Control Agency, calling these measures unduly harsh. It is ironic that banks are confiscating people's last dwelling, throwing them out to the streets and increasing the ranks of the homeless. Why is this law not providing for the regulations of bankruptcy for individuals in accordance with existing international experience? The head of the Financial Control Agency, Elena Bakhmutova, rigidly supported the adopted amendments, saying that the debts can be restructured only in special cases. We cannot forbid banks to confiscate the lost housing. Generally speaking, mortgaging as a type of crediting will become extremely risky for banks. After several failed attempts to enter the parliament, protesters were finally allowed to submit their letters to the office, but only in groups of 5 people. It remains unknown whether the MPs will take a look at these papers, as they have completely ignored all the protest actions in the past.
Employees of the Pavlodar distillery went on strike on Wednesday. The protesters claim that they are not receiving their wages for more than a year, but at the same time they cannot even quit, as they are no longer allowed to the territory of the plant.
Plant employees were not paid since March 2009, as the ownership of the company constantly changes hands and every new leadership promises people to repay the debts. These promises, however, are never fulfilled, and the amount of debts is growing with each new month. In spring of this year, the enterprise was completely shut down and its employees were no longer allowed to enter the plant, although all contracts remained intact. The plant is abandoned, there is no electricity inside, and the upcoming winter will make it very hard to relaunch the production later.
Citizens of Kazakhstan will choose their own anthem for the upcoming Asian Winter Olympics. In the last 3 months, the organization committee has picked more than 100 songs and compositions in Russian, Kazakh and English. Only 10 candidates made it to the finals. The televised SMS poll to choose the winner will begin airing in Kazakhstan on November 1st.
According to the contest regulations, the anthem should be no longer than 5 minutes and consist of original lyrics. In addition, the composition should correspond to the Olympic values as well as the spirit and philosophy of the Games. Among those, through the preliminary selection of famous Kazakh songwriters and singers, including Yerkesh Shakeyev, Ivan Breusov, Iskender Hasangaliyev, Kenes Dusikeyev, and Estay Yelikeyev. The members of jury noted that although Kazakh citizens actively participated in the contest, many of the anthems lack the epic feel and emotional charge. After long debates, our jury decided to conduct the second stage of the selection among the chosen 10 songs. The SMS voting will stop after November 25th, and we will announce the winner on December 1st.
In the meantime, Almaty's realtors expect the prices for the city's real estate and rent to skyrocket before the Asian Winter Games. Experts predict that by February, rent prices in Almaty will at least double, while officials say that sports fans attending the games will have the benefit of discount rooms in the city hotels.
Sultan Mahmud Shakbytov, the chairman of the Directorate of the 7th Asian Winter Games, was dismissed from his post for failing to perform his duties, reports the city administration. The staff reshuffle coincided with the visit of the Olympics Council's Coordination Committee. The guests found out that many sports facilities have not been completed yet. At the same time, state officials claim a 100% readiness of city hotels, which can even give 25% discounts to arriving athletes. All guests will be placed in hotels and will pay a fixed price as indicated by the Asian Olympic Council's charter. The prices won't be an issue. Unfortunately, it will be for the fans traveling on their own without accreditation. Real estate analysts claim that on the eve of the games, the prices for rent will skyrocket. For instance, 2- and 4-room apartments already grew in price by $20 on average. Black market dealers really cannot wait for the future super profits. During the Asian Winter Games, prices for rent will grow and one-room apartment will bring around $100 per day. The president of Kazakh Realtors Association, Ablayhan Samadin, agrees with his street colleagues and forecasts the growth tendency. There could be a twofold increase, but it will be temporary, only for a month at best. According to the official evaluations, over 1,000 sports fans will come to Almaty for the Asian Winter Games. Delegation members and athletes will have a choice of 17 hotels in Almaty and 9 in Astana. The Hotel Business Association says that room prices should not change, although the bigger number of tourists will still affect the pricing policy.
These were all the major news from Kazakhstan. For now, join us tomorrow for more. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.